Hey Capricorn, welcome to your reading for December. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post all month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. We know the first of the month reading is always the longest, so this one will be a little bit longer. Okay, so we have a retreat coming out first. First card, always the strongest here. During December, you might find yourself feeling disconnected from the world. It is coming up to your solar return. Happy birthday to those who are born in December. But this may make you feel a little bit tired and disconnected from people. Okay, like we have the first solar eclipse in your 12th house of spirituality. So we see you wanting to pull back and go inwards, wanting to soul search, right? So if you're feeling a little bit disconnected from people, don't be overly concerned. This actually will attract people towards you. You attract romance by enjoying this moment fully. You'll pull people towards you. I do feel like there's somebody in your energy. Whether you're single or in a couple, I do feel like there's somebody else in your energy. So it might be that, you know, you're thinking of somebody or somebody's heavily thinking of you here. No need to worry about the feeling of disconnect. Okay, this is a true love that's on your mind or you're with at the moment here. There's this feeling though that maybe you feel like you're being pulled away from each other, and it's not the case. You know what they say, it's always darkest before dawn, right? Things can feel the toughest just before a breakthrough, so don't give up here guys, because although I do feel like an energy of wanting to scrap everything and start again or disconnect and things like that, things you've been holding inside and, you know, wanting to get rid of, it's time to purge out all that energy. So while we've been, you know, building up to that all year and we're tired now, needing rest and to eat well, right? Needing to forgive yourself and let go of anxieties here, that will reduce the baggage for you guys, okay? Reduce the feeling of something's wrong. It can even be, if you're an empath, the dark nights that are getting to you. There is such a thing called SAD, you know, seasonal affective disorder. And that's because the majority of the population do go through feeling quite low when the sun's energy is low, right? When the sun's lowest in the sky, we're not getting you know, sun for a long time throughout the day. It can make us feel tired and drained, and this is your full year as well. So that is to be expected, and that pulling away that you might feel like doing, or you feel like somebody's doing to you. Cross watchers, the message is always for the watcher, and it is a general reading, so don't forget guys. So this don't worry about it too much, okay? Here you've been told there's no need to worry. Things will be how they are meant to be. This is a romance of a lifetime here. As always, guys, I'll leave information regarding what decks of cards I use and how to contact me for personal readings and my other services in the description box. Three of Wands. So the good news that you have been waiting for is on its way. Three of Wands jumping out. First card. Lovely and strong, like don't give up, it's coming. Whatever it is you've been attracting or trying to attract towards you here, it is happening. Just because we can't see something, it doesn't mean it's happening. You're attracting this true love or this connection, this job, whatever it is for you, right? Don't force it to fit in certain situations where you don't feel it resonating. You know, if you feel it resonating to a particular person or a particular thing, that's where you're supposed to get the message for right now. It doesn't mean you won't get the message about what it is you want. You will. Okay, so somebody's going to take this leap of faith towards you, okay, because you're attracting them to you. To you, you might be like, no, it's time for me to, like I say, do that soul searching, be on my own. You know, you might feel just strong enough to slow things down and not want to be out there with other people, but do that inner healing, prioritizing yourself for a change. This is when I guess you can say this fire energy will take a backseat and let that earthly energy come in, and you'll feel more at home. But like I said, when we have an eclipse in our 12th house, it's about spirituality. All of these things that are unseen, like you might be just, you know, curling up on the sofa and watching sort of murder mysteries, programs about ghosts and that sort of things. You know, your interest will peak in these sort of areas, but you'll also be getting that outward recognition. Okay, so more focused on your own mental health, more focused on your own well-being, and it's okay to do this. It's necessary, guys. Okay, it's necessary to do this. People might think, oh, you know, it's selfish for me to go ahead and think about myself, but it's not. It's necessary. How can we give our best to others if we don't have it within ourselves, right? We speak about self-love all the time in that way, but same as health, right? Empress, look at this. So although it's feeling, you know, like this Five of Pentacles, the energy of lack and tired, and maybe even you feeling like you've lost your true love or you've given up hope, actually, you're just about to have a breakthrough. You are attracting them to you. The Empress does not chase anybody. She attracts, okay? So write down what it is you want to attract. Focus on your goals. What do you want? You know, where are you going? What sort of world are you creating? Because the Empress here is giving birth to new life, right? So although the energy starts to slow down, it gives you time to have a break, right? You know, I tell people all the time, remember the rest is just as important as the grind. Because if not, we can end up becoming unwell and, you know, taking on everybody else's troubles and things like that. You know, although it is very good of you, you're damaging yourself. So you've got to take a step back and, you know, if things don't seem to be going your way, or even sometimes we have to lose a job for the divine to make us to take a rest, right? So if it feels like there's nothing going on and things aren't happening for you, nobody's coming forward, you're not attracting those riches and things that you desire, it's only because it's your time to rest. So read the signs, and it'll be easier for you to do this, like I say, when you're focused on your spiritual side. Okay? Venus retrograde, we cannot avoid it, okay? It begins on December 19th, guys, and it's retrograding in your sign. So this is why it's so important to treat yourself well, like an empress. Give yourself those salt baths. Treat yourself with compassion and kindness and grace. For those who don't know, grace is forgiveness, right? So rather than saying, I'm not doing enough, or, you know, I should be doing this. No, give yourself that time, that love, that attention. You know, if you've been working really hard and you've been meaning to go on a vacation or catch up with yourself here, now's the time to do it. This is what Venus wants you to focus on most importantly, and that will help attract this true love to your life. Okay? As we move further on, you will feel the retrograde more intently with the Empress here in your reading. So let's see. It's going to bring back up all the lessons you've learned, the experiences you've been through. So you might start reminiscing, like about an ex. Okay, we can't get away from it. Don't shoot the messenger. But you will. This is, I guess, the rules, if you like, of the universe, having to go back, look at, you know, how far we've come, congratulate ourselves maybe. Rather than, you know, say, oh, I messed up there and things like that, you know, just say, well done for getting through without that knowledge that you had. Do you see how perspective can really change it? And I feel like you've been doing a lot of learning, a lot of growth. There's a lot of spirituality in this reading that's happening here. You know, becoming an empress isn't an easy task. So I don't feel like you've had it easy at all, especially with the first card out. You're wanting to retreat straight away. You know, you're not really like, all right, I'm going to celebrate my birthday. It's more like, I'm taking a day off, a salt bath, buying myself some new crystals and focusing on my inner peace. And that's what matters to you right now, this inner peace. I don't really see, if you have plans for your birthday, they might get cancelled. Don't overly be concerned about that. Don't worry about that, because here we're seeing you need this time for you. Venus is all about, you know, spoiling yourself, making yourself beautiful and feel beautiful. It's not just about the outside, of course, but when we feel it on the outside, it often, you know, is easier to feel it on the inside. It gives us that boost, doesn't it? That motivation. So I feel like love and beauty will be all over this month for you guys with the Empress, the true love card here. Some of you maybe even getting into a new relationship with the Fool card here. Somebody you're not expecting and who isn't your usual type, but I feel like love is definitely all over the cards. Okay, so double up on the self-love as Capricorn season begins here. The Star, yeah, because things are destined to change now. And it's because of that soul searching that you did. It's because of the hard work you did. And it's because that's why you're feeling tired, right? If you're feeling insecure in any sort of relationship, because this Five of Pentacles here, I'm not going to ignore it just because it isn't as fabulous as the other cards. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to, when you're feeling the lack of love, or if you're not together with the person you consider to be your true love, this is why it's important to give yourself that love right now. Okay? As the season begins here, I feel like you're getting ready or preparing after your solar return. So after we sort of go towards 2022, you're preparing the world for a new you. Okay? You've been creating this new world. You might not even see it yet, but you've been manifesting this new world and it's here. Three of Wands. So this is why you're being told, look, it's okay to rest. It's okay to take care of yourself. Just imagine it's like going to your whole new party here. You want to go in there looking your best. So, you know, that's okay. You might find yourself wanting to pamper yourself or, you know, spend on money. Be careful because you might run into some bills here. I will move on to career in this read rather than doing them in separate reads. But, you know, with this Five of Pentacles here, it's, you know, suggesting that maybe you should spend and save wisely through this time. Okay, let's have a look. A Seven of Swords, yeah, because here with this Seven of Swords, if you're in a relationship that just ended, I feel like, you know, you've pulled away from somebody who lied and cheated to you here. Deception is on the cards. But if you're single, this can be, again, that worry or the overly worry, negative thinking here that's dragging you down, and this Five of Pentacles energy that's around. Like I said, remember, if you're tired, you're tired. Don't beat yourself up because you're tired. You're allowed to be tired. You're a human being. You know, I get it that you're usually the driving force behind everybody and keeping everybody together. But here, if you're tired, you're tired. You know, don't really force yourself to, if a friend calls and says, hey, what are you doing? And you say nothing, and they say, okay, come and do this for me. It's okay to say no. That's a healthy no. Queen of Swords. It's okay to say, I'm doing nothing. And that's what I intended to do because I took the day off to do nothing, right? Rather than doing everything for everybody else. Because you're gearing up for an incredible year ahead, okay? The Star here is telling me there is beautiful things coming your way, right? This is no games. This is these three major arcana here. This is in the heart of the reading. This is saying, hey, there's some big things coming your way. You're not seeing it yet, but you've been working towards it. So don't cheat yourself out of this, what's coming for you, okay? By still doing for others, by not taking care of yourself, by not putting yourself first, by not resting, by chasing and not attracting. Don't cheat yourself out of everything you've worked towards. 2022 is going to be off the charts for you, Capricorn. You don't even know here what's in store. It's like, okay, I've been, you know, cooking some things up here, and I feel like this energy that's exciting, and it's just quite not here yet. But it's everything you've been working towards. Page of Cups. So I feel here somebody owes you an apology, and they will come forward with that. I guess we have to look at people in the sense that how, I guess, healed they are, how grown they are. This person might not be as far along on the journey as you. So understand this apology and this message or communication here with this Page of Cups is what they have to offer. They are laying their heart on their sleeve. I just feel like with the Queen of Swords energy next to it, you may have been waiting for this communication, and they come forward with this communication, but it might not be exactly what you want. And remember, also part of the learning is to be, I guess, aware of unconditional love. Like, oh, I love them, or I'll accept them on this condition. Right? You know, that's putting a condition on something. If they say this, I'll accept them. If they do it before this date, I'll accept them. And that adds blockages and challenges there with the 7 to our own path and our own journey. And we don't want to do that, okay, guys? So I'm trying to give you this heads up before it happens. It can be with business, or if you're starting a new career here. Like I said, we're going to look into that a bit further. Just check your money, that somebody ain't maybe just taking something off for themselves or doing you wrong in some sort of way. Feel like there's something going on there. You're realizing the money's short and you're asking why. I feel like maybe it could be overspending. So if you're overspending, you know, just put a cap on yourself for a little bit, right? If you can't afford it, you know, twice, don't buy it, let's say. Just put a rule on it so that you don't make this mistake and then find yourself short and maybe even cross at yourself, because this 7 of Swords, it's negative speaking and negative thinking, not just the lying and the deception that we always see in readings. You know, we've got to move beyond that and look beyond that to get the most messages from the cards. So the Strength card here, and this is what I was speaking about, it's about being able to tame your inner beast, right? You know, calm down those negative thoughts. And if you're telling yourself, well, it hasn't happened yet, it hasn't come yet, and I learnt my lessons and I grew and I did everything I was supposed to do and I didn't get my reward yet. Well, your reward is here. Now is your time to rest and retreat and do that healthcare and those beauty treatments on yourself. And it doesn't have to be over the top with money. Do them at home. A lot more natural recipes. A lot more people are doing more natural things these days. And I feel like that's part of the spiritual growth and the enlightenment, right? That's the Queen of Swords energy. Learning a lesson, okay? Not just going back to old ways because what you thought was coming hasn't happened yet. It's happening here. We see, you know, things being prepared for you back to 0. So this new world is being prepared for you with the Fool card. When it's your time to jump, you have to have the energy to jump. You won't have it if you're doing for other people. And it can even be, you know, children that you need to tell, hey, I can't do for you right now. Or even a parent, right? You can say, hey, I'm not feeling so great myself. I need to take care of it. And when you start to feel bad that, oh my God, I didn't go and help that friend, and this would be the negative thoughts, the Strength card is there saying, no, pluck that negativity from your mind. Don't bring that beast out. And Justice here. Okay, so this is saying you've been dealing with a lot of karma, and this is why you're tired, but things are balancing out in your favor. Some of you have been mistreated and unfairly treated, and somebody is coming to apologize about the way they treated you or the way they spoke to you here. It can even be somebody at work, or, you know, if you put the kids on the back burner for a little bit, it can be that they come forward and say, hey, I kind of know that I overstepped the mark and I was taking too much, or you know, I was stealing from you and things like that. And, you know, I understand why our relationship went that way. Somebody is really understanding their part in what's happened here. And they want to talk about it with the Queen of Swords. Maybe, like I said, not to your extent of understanding, because you seem, I don't want to say smarter, but, you know, you do kind of seem smarter or more woke than they are, if you like that word instead. But they're definitely here making an effort, and they're trying to get their feelings out to you with that Page of Cups. And I feel like they do have strong feelings for you. And this brings the energy into balance. And that sort of gives you that renewal to go forward into 2022, like we were speaking of here. So yeah, I like this reading so far for you guys. There may be, you know, with that Five of Pentacles, some thoughts or, you know, a little bit of lack in your life here, but it's all about to change. Everything you've worked towards, everything you've prepped for is coming now in 2022. You got to be ready to jump. You don't want to start 2022, you know, feeling ill because you didn't take time for yourself. Self-care, self-love is a must, right, guys? What did I say? What have I been telling you guys? Four of Swords here. This is healing. Those of you who cannot, you know, stop doing for others and you feel like I can't tell them because they're my child or my mother or something, you're stealing from yourself this energy, and this is why you're feeling this lack. Four of Swords. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep or a vacation. You need time off from whoever or whatever is draining you here. Okay, Nine of Swords reversed as well. Unfounded fear, focusing on the worst case scenario, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. So it can be that this Five of Swords here that we were speaking of, it's a small problem that you can overcome, but the more we focus on it, the bigger it will become. We can avoid this, okay, by not feeding energy into it. The more you focus on it, the more it will grow. So if you can, and you see this, and you know, you have a little problem going on, say, you know what, I know it's going to be fine, and start these positive affirmations. Because the more we focus on it, the more it will drag that negativity in, turn into the Nine of Swords, and give us more sleepless nights when we already need rest. Some of you will have this cold and flu and be very tired and not be able to sleep through the night because of it. This is why, you know, do the prep beforehand. Prevention is cheaper than the cure, right? Four of Springs here. So this is the Four of Wands in the normal deck. Be grateful. You have so much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. This is a new beginning. This is this whole new world that's coming towards you here, and a new beginning with this love. This is even a marriage card here. If we can get through this last bit, just imagine you've got through every worst day so far. You've got this last bit. So if you can keep going, believe you me, you've got this. You're going to be in for such wonderful surprises with the Star card. Seven of Summers reversed there, and I'll read it to you. It says, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing. So if you do this overthinking, you just hold yourself back. You're confusing yourself more. Coming out of the watery energy into fiery energy, and you know, all that Mars energy here, it will quieten down and it will slow down, and that might confuse you, like, hey, they were just texting me full force, and now they're not speaking to me, I'm not hearing from them. You know, don't start to spiral down and down and down and down and down, because it'll only create more confusion, right? So make a decision and stick to it. This is going to be the greatest plan for you going ahead. If you decide that it's your day off, it's your day off. Six of Autumn. Look at this, Six of Pentacles reversed. This is like needing time off from work and stuff. And like I said, I will do you guys a career reading now. And it says the good you do comes back to you. But with this being reversed, I'm feeling like you guys aren't getting the good energy back that you're putting in. So if you're putting into friends and then, you know, you're always there for them, but then they're never there for you, you need to really look at this and balance out the situation. You can't force somebody to be there for you, but you can remove yourself and give that energy and love to yourself. Because if you're not sharing the energy, they're draining you of energy. If we're not growing together, we're growing apart, and it just won't work for you at this time. Okay, and let's have a look towards your career here. Victory and success, wonderful news is on the way. This is job offers, celebrations here. That's the Six of Wands. Somebody like scouting you, taking notice of you, getting accepted if you've put in some applications for a job, things like that. Yep, wonderful. Fertility, we have the Empress again. Doing something that you love, a business, something creative, will be the best bet for you guys. You'll get the most energy back at this time when Venus is retrograde through Capricorn season. You'll attract the most wealth and money doing the things that are your divine calling, if you like, because a lot of you with the Six of Pentacles aren't doing your divine calling. You're in a 9 to 5 that, you know, to get the money coming in. Six of Cups reversed there, and that is part of your career reading. And it's saying, you know, if you are chasing money, sorry for knocking the camera, guys. If you're chasing money, the money is not working for you. You're working for the money, right? So make an affirmation that my money works for me. I do not work for my money, okay? You do not want to, you know, that'll just turn into you being very tired. And like I said, catching some sort of cold or flu here because, you know, you're run down. And prevention is always cheaper than the cure. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. So if we're not having that faith that our divine calling will make the money, you know, we can see where our happiness, if we're not happy at work. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Okay, so this is the universe, the divine here saying to you, look, we are supporting your dreams. You've just got to actually go after them. So it seems like, you know, some of you are not happy in the workplace. You could start to feel run down if you keep doing for others. So with the sixes reversed here, it does the sixth house is health and service to humanity. So we can start to feel run down, even nightmares keeping us up at night, or, you know, having a runny nose. That must be the first time I've had to say that in a reading. But yeah, looking at that Seven of Cups upside down, that's the image I got. Being, you know, laid awake at night like, oh, I can't breathe. I need the vapor rub. So yeah, really take care of yourself, guys, and put yourself first. It's not selfish to do this. It's necessary to bring things back into balance, especially after the year you've had. You know, and expect with money some unexpected bills and stuff here. So try not to overspend until you feel like, you know, you've took your rest, you're back on your feet and you're feeling great and you want to start the new year, this new beginning, starting it with a bang here, fireworks going off and celebrations, the Four of Springs. Then, you know, invest in that, invest in your future here. Everything is attracting towards you, success and everything you desire. Remember, it starts with you, and the universe will always support you with a stream of love to follow your dreams, guys. Good luck.